guys, today is Monday, September 19th. My kids are out of school today because they have parent-teacher conference day at school, and so this one is coloring, and then the baby is back there eating some cereal, and and I have two still sleeping. It's about 7:30, so we slept in this morning. I guess I'm gonna take you guys along with us because some things are changing. Again, I'm convinced at this point that I don't even have my life together. So I'm gonna drink my coffee and then get started for the day. You guys will see this video on the 21st. I'm trying to catch back up with my videos and start getting them out on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays again. So y'all just bear with me. What you doing? You can kiss the camera. Oh, so sweet. I'm sure they're gonna love those kisses. So I've just accepted that I can't film by myself anymore because she has to be glued to my hip now. So like I was saying, my kids are off school today. It was parent-teacher conference day. I didn't need to have conferences with any of their teachers. My first grader is really the only one who even gets like grades right now, and she was right on track for where she needs to be. So I did not need to have a conference with anybody today. So we're just home today, but because it is technically what they call a connected campus today, my first grader has like a packet that they sent home with them. Sorry, it's really loud in the background if y'all can hear that. That she has to work on today. There's one for every connected campus day that they have scheduled throughout the year. So she has to work on that today, and because of that, my other two are going to want stuff to work on. Luckily, I'm prepared for this. Okay, now then they're using semi-inside voices. Anyway, so she has a connected campus packet that she has to do, and my other kids are going to want something to do when she's doing that. So I'm prepared for that, of course. I have tons of homeschool stuff still, and we're going to pull some of that out and do some fun things. That being said, it brings me to my update. My kindergartner is having days where he just despises public school. I think that it's because right now they're doing stuff that he's already done. A lot of kindergartners don't go to a pre-K program or anything like that, so they have no knowledge of letters and letter sounds. So the past few weeks since school started, they've been doing what they're calling a letter boot camp. And so he's been really bored. So I think that's where a lot of it stems from. He says he loves having friends, and he loves the playground, but the work is boring and it takes so long and that sort of thing. And he just had a meltdown. Oh, goodness, bless you. On Friday, wanting to come home. Today's different. He feels differently about it today. He wants to go back tomorrow. So I told him what we would do is give it a couple more weeks, see if he started liking things better. And then if not, he could always come home. But I'm trying to get him to at least Thanksgiving break before he makes that decision, because things will be changing now that they've finished their letter boot camp. They'll be introducing new things, so he might start liking it. I figure one of two things are going to happen. He's either going to start liking it, or he's going to absolutely despise it even more, because what they teach and how they teach are completely different from what he's used to. My first grader absolutely loves school, so there is no worries about her. She will probably stay, but she's the only one that ever attended public school before we started our homeschooling journey, so this is the first time for my younger two. So my kindergartner may or may not come home. My pre-K student, I mentioned in my last video that they were sending her to a cardiologist because they detected a heart murmur at her well check for her four-year well check. At her 4-year well check. Sorry, I keep having to stop and quieten the kids down so I can hear myself think. They detected a heart murmur. They sent her to a cardiologist for an echo, and they did indeed find a heart murmur. It is a ASD heart murmur, which means that there is a hole between, like in the wall between her left and right atrium. So extra blood is pushing from the left atrium into the right atrium, and the right atrium is having to work overtime, which explains a lot of the issues that she's been having, because symptoms of it include extreme fatigue, proneness to continuously keep like viral respiratory infections, random fevers, I couldn't even tell you all the symptoms, but low appetite, all the things. So it makes sense to things that she's been experiencing. The thing that is odd about this murmur is she decided to pour cereal on me. It's usually not detected until you're in your late 20s, 30s. So it's very odd that hers was detected as early as it was. It's a murmur that you're born with, but it goes undetected for years. It's a blessing in disguise that hers was detected, because usually by your late 20s, early 30s, it's really hard for that right side to recover from all the extra work that it's done, and there's usually more issues with it. So in the coming weeks, they're going to be scheduling her for surgery to fix the heart murmur, so that her right side of her heart can start healing the way it's supposed to, and everything can start functioning the way it's supposed to. But hold on just a second, she just spilled cereal everywhere. With her having surgery scheduled, she's gonna miss a lot of school. Pre-K is not required, but they do have certain amount of days where we are that they can miss and everything, and she would be missing well over those days. So my husband and I talked, and once they schedule her surgery, because she's not really digging school anyway. She doesn't talk at school. She said she'd rather be home anyway, but I'm trying to give myself time to prepare for her being home and prepare for her surgery. So once they schedule her surgery, they're supposed to call me sometime this week or next week to schedule that. We're going to pull her out and bring her home. So I will be homeschooling for sure her again. So we'll be doing pre-K this year, but I don't plan on sending her back. She will just be home permanently. Ideally, I would love to do that with all the kids, because now that I have them in school, I don't like it. The school is great. It's not the school's fault. It's more personal preference, I guess. And I wish that they were back home. I wish I hadn't have given them that option, but you know, you have to let kids experience things sometimes. So I am beyond excited that I'm at least getting one of them home. So today I'm going to try to make it a fun little homeschool day while my oldest one does her connected campus stuff, and try to make her excited to be coming home. She's already excited to be coming home. She wants to be home. I think the hardest part is going to be her brother and sister are still going to school right now. So I think that's going to be a little challenging for her, but with her health issues and the symptoms that she has right now, and then the surgery, it's just going to be better and safer for her to be home, which will calm my anxiety some. So we're going to carry you along today. We're going to do some fun fall worksheets. We're going to just try to make it a fun homeschool day. Even though they're 2 are not really homeschooled. Well, 3 of them are not really homeschooled right now, but 1 will be coming home within the coming weeks. So stay tuned.